What's happening, emos? And once again this week I got triggered by the worst influencer on the planet.
Oh, sweet baby mama!
And he was talking about how much strength that he had lost on his big stupid cut from his big stupid bulk. And losing 30 kilos on his deadlift and 20 odd kilos on his squat was just like water off a duck's back to him. Convincing his stupid audience that this is normal and what should really happen when you're doing a cut. Now this really needs to start with that if you don't bulk so much in the first place and get so fat, then you're not going to have to do it as long and as hard of a cut, which is going to be more detrimental to your strength and muscle. And when your body weight's not fluctuating from one extreme to the other, your strength will always be on more of an even keel regardless of your body weight. But if you have lost that much strength on a cut, then you absolutely have done something wrong, whether that be how far you've taken your body weight and body fat up in the first place and how long you're having to diet for, or how you're actually approaching the diet itself. But your Uncle Tino's here to keep you right, and I'm just going to talk through some of the warning signs that you are going to do yourself damage on a cut, and then also actually give you some quantifiable sort of figures, I suppose, on how much strength you should actually be losing. Starting off, if you are having to speed up your rate of loss while you're cutting, then that is a big no-no. And again, this comes from having taken things too far and not giving yourself enough time to get in the shape you want within your time frame. But that is just not the optimal approach of how your body functions and operates. And what you really should be doing on a cut is going a little bit harder at the start, because that's when it's going to be the most easiest to lose and you can get rid of a lot of the kind of surface crap pretty comfortably. But then as time goes on, you should be slowing your rate of loss down, not speeding it up, because if you speed up, your body's not going to be just getting rid of the fat, it's going to be going in and getting rid of the muscle as well. Obviously it all depends on your starting position and how far you want to take things, but in maybe that first 6 weeks you can aim for losing between 1 to 1.5% of your body weight each week. After that it should be slowed right down to an absolute max of 1% of your body weight each week. But then when you're getting to that final 6 to 8 weeks of the cut, it should be slowed down once again, and it should be an absolute max, losing about 0.5% of your body weight each week. If you're getting 6, 8, 12 weeks in, still looking too fat, and you're like, oh, I need to speed things up, then that's a big no-no, and that's what's just going to actually cause you to lose muscle and just actually retain more body fat. Other warning signs that you're cutting too hard is, first of all, your cravings. And there's nothing wrong with going on a diet and being hungry and assuming that you're cutting a lot of the foods that you probably eat on a bulk out, like your kind of treats and maybe off-plan meals and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to have them, but when you're getting just absolute insatiable cravings that you're just having to break probably more often than you'll admit to, that's just a sign that you're just going too hard. From my experience, when I've cut sensibly, my cravings are very, very minimal. When I have went hard on it, that's where I'm just like dying to eat all my sweeties and stuff, my little vices that I like. If you do feel like your cravings are going up, then that could be a sign that you're just doing too much too soon. And there's a few physical signs that you can pick up on. And first of all, if you're just going through your general daily life and you are feeling like so lethargic and unmotivated, then it wouldn't surprise me at all if you're just doing an absolute starvation diet, and that is why you're just struggling to function. And also as well, if you're going into the bedroom and your wee man is in no condition to perform.
Oh, behave.
Having a low sex drive is a sign that you're crashing your test levels through under nutritionifying yourself.
Is she a retard?
And another sign that most people won't actually pick up on, but something that I noticed straight away, having come from a weight controlled sport and been around weight cutting and bad weight cutting my whole life, and that is when you start to get drawn in eyes. And ironically enough, it's something that's really prominent for me, that if I were to take my body weight a little bit lower than I am now, my eyes would be the first thing that goes, and you would notice a big difference in like just how sunken and drawn in my eyes are. Drawn in eyes, colourless skin, it's all signs that your body is trying to lose too much weight at once and it just can't handle it. Now obviously that brings me down to the strength side of things. Now this should probably be a given, but if you're going in the gym and your performance falls off an absolute cliff, that just shouldn't be happening. And yes, when you are dieting, you maybe won't be at absolute peak strength, and especially as the diet goes on. What I've learned in my experience, both through my own training and through my coaching, is that most people can maintain their strength for a hell of a lot longer than they think. It's like a half jokey meme and also a half genuine point that coaches will make, that, oh, when you start to diet, everything feels 10 times heavier, and where's my strength gone?
Oh no, what happened? Oh no, how terrible.
The 20 kilo bar now weighs 100, and it's just like burned into your brain that when you go on a cut, you just lose hundreds of strength. And I think it's one of these things that's just perpetuated so much that people are just automatically convinced that, oh, it must be true. And I think it plays on their mind a lot more when they actually start doing their cut. And yeah, if you cut properly, then you can still gain bits and pieces of strength as you go. And once again, it depends on how far you're going. And if you're trying to get bodybuilding stage lean, which probably a lot of you guys watching this aren't, your strength will be dropping a lot more than somebody who's maybe just trying to get to like 9-10% body fat. So how much strength should you actually be losing? Now this is actually quite a tough question to answer, because again, everybody's going to be starting in a different position, they're going to be different levels of strength, different level of experiences. It's going to be quite hard to quantify as a single rule, but I'm going to try and give you something to work off. The first 5 to 8% of your body weight, you shouldn't be losing any strength. You should be able to go from like 100 kilos down to 94, 93, or 80 kilos into the mid-70s.
Quick maths.
And your strength be pretty much the same. Could you maybe lose a wee rep or a 2.5 kilos here and there? Then yeah, maybe. It might feel harder to hit your top numbers, but you should still be able to do them, because remember, as you're going through that process, you're going to be getting stronger just through like training itself. So it's not just the fact that you're being lighter, you should actually be another however many months stronger. Now after that point is where I would probably expect to see your strength start to drop. And again, it depends on your body fat percentage, it depends on like how strong you actually are and experience and all that stuff. I would say roughly, and this is just only rough, for every 5% of your body weight that you lose from that point, you should probably lose roughly 5 kilos off your top strength. So for example, let's say that you've dropped down to 80 kilos and that's now at the tipping point. I think for every maybe 4 kilos you drop after that point, your absolute top strength should go down by about 5 kilos on each exercise.
Quick maths.
And that's obviously a ballpark figure and obviously based off percentages and stuff like that. But I think that's just a general rule to kind of follow. It certainly shouldn't be like 10 and 15 like has happened to a certain other person. And apart from cutting at a sensible rate and eating your protein and focus on recovery and all that type of thing, the way that you can absolutely minimize your strength dropping while you are cutting is by not just going into the gym and trying to maintain, but actually training as hard as you possibly can, like you're just in a bulk and you're actually pushing for like your best numbers possible. Because what so many people do is when they go on a cut, they think, oh, I need to start training light and I'm just trying to maintain. That already drops your strength as a kickoff and you're already like one level down. Then when your strength does drop again, you're already down another little level. Rather than if you keep your training up here and keep pushing as hard, whether it's the same rep ranges or you maybe drop to higher reps and like lighter weights, but still try to get as strong as you can within that, that's what's going to make you maintain your strength. Not going in the gym and starting to train like a pussy because you're on a lower amount of calories or you're lighter or whatever. And it's not necessarily expecting to get the progress to come, but it's not just like settling on, oh well, I'm going to lose strength anyway. And it's just that mindset difference and that attitude difference that will 100% keep your strength in the gym. So hopefully you've learned something from that, and next time you see somebody basically telling you what you want to hear, that oh, it's okay that your strength's dropping like so much on a cut, it's totally cool, you understand that it's just not the case. And if you're still not convinced, just pretty much go and ask any of my clients that have lost weight and barely touched their strength, and loads of them actually just continue to get stronger throughout the process. This is the second video I've recorded and I've been sitting here for like the last hour now and my arse is absolutely killing me. So just before I go, coaching inquiry form is linked below for all your coaching needs. And once again, if you want to get as strong as possible whilst cutting, you know the guy to come to, and that's cool. Let everybody else say that it can't be done and it's too difficult and all this type of thing, and I'll be over here proving that wrong. And if you want to come and join the team, that form's down there, give it a wee fill out and I'll be in touch with you. Social media and all that stuff's down below, as well as is my 4 weeks free coaching if you want to give that a wee trial and just give you something to work off for the next month. Other videos for you to watch are on the screen, and also the wee button to subscribe is too, and you may as well do that while it's there. It's going to be pretty convenient, and you'll get my videos every week and sometimes twice weekly. And I will leave it there. Don't lose any strength, and I'll catch up with you soon.